Today marks the very first DLB episode for MLB The Show 19. And this is going to be a massive show, boys. I've got lots to show you and to talk about. First, we're going to give you a quick refresher on the first round draft picks from last year that are now officially on teams. After that, we're going to look at the team-by-team rankings and predictions for the 2019 DLB season. And lastly, but most importantly, we're going to show you how you can be one of the 100 new players that we are going to be adding to the DLB right now. All in today's episode of the DLB Show coming up. What is up, boys? MLB The Show 19 is here. Say it with me. Finally, we get to discard MLB The Show 18, get to delete it off the dashboard, get to put the disc on the shelf. 19 is here. Hope you guys been playing. It's a great game outside the lack of the improvements of franchise mode. I'm very happy with it. Okay, so the DLB. There's a lot of new subscribers to the channel, and you guys have been asking, what is the DLB? I have no idea what it even means or stands for. Well, let me explain. The DLB, short for Dot League Baseball, is an entirely fictional franchise where the players are subscribers on this channel. In a video I uploaded back in December, I asked you all to post in the comments the name of your players, the team you wanted to play for, and a bunch of other things. We had more than 500 submitted players. So myself, DJ Almeida, Nick, we edited a bunch of players to be players into the squads. From that, it took off. Players started making Twitter profiles, and even a few agencies emerged. Now, we just got done with the first season, but I want to be honest with you guys. That was a big test for me to figure out the best way to make these videos up until right now. See, these videos take me about 4 to 5 hours to make each. From playing and capturing the game, to writing the script, to recording and editing the audio, then editing the video and making the thumbnail. They just take a long time. So I wanted to practice it so that when 19 came around, I knew exactly how to pump these things out. I was ready for launch day, but the worst thing happened. The worst timing thing hit me. I got pneumonia and I've been battling it all week, so I haven't really made any videos. I'm still, right now, feeling sick, and I'm editing out costs between every line. Sucks. But let's take a look on the bright side. The show is back, and it is a big one. So let's jump into the first segment and take a look at the players from the DLB Draft. All right, so as you know, here was the 30 drafted players for the DLB Draft. So on the screen, we're going to go through every draft pick, but I want to highlight a few key picks in this year's draft that really stood out. Either they were a good solid pick, or had some nice solid ratings, or maybe was a little bit of a steal. All right, so the first one is obvious. Blake Lee, coming in at 66 overall for the Tigers. Apparently, this 21-year-old already throws 94 miles per hour. Got a four-seam, slurve, changeup, cutter. Moving down the line a little bit. The Reds, with the 5th pick, grabbed Jose Fernandez, 68 overall starting pitcher, lefty. 19 years old, guys. This guy throws 95 miles per hour with a cutter, a curveball, and a sinker. This dude's gonna be a stud. Another steal. The Orioles, with the 9th pick, got Pablo Iglesias, that closer. We were questioning those that were drafting closers, but this guy's a 75 overall already. Four-seam, curveball, splitter, changeup. But here's the big problem. His four-seam's only 89 miles per hour. As a closer, I don't know if that's going to cut it, but it looks like he's already getting called up to the big, so Pablo's going to get some time for that Orioles. All right, the Pirates, for the 11th pick, they grab starting pitcher Scotty Serrano. This is the best player of the draft. 77 overall starting pitcher. Four-seam, cutter, curveball, changeup, slurve. Throws 95 miles an hour with the four-seam, 94 with the cutter, 84 mile an hour changeup. This guy's 21, throws lefty, just a beast. Is already 77 overall. He's going to be 3rd in the rotation for the Pirates. Wow, Scotty Serrano. All right, the M's. For the 14th pick, they grab first baseman Fred Guerrero. He's going to be 62 overall. As you know, they traded away Mike Mello because they felt really good about Fred being the first baseman in the future. Look at this guy. He's got 69 power versus righty already, 53 power versus lefty. He's already a pretty solid hitter. Throws left, bats left. I guess he can also play second as a lefty. Regardless, dude's 22. He's going to be in AAA Tacoma for a little bit. With the 18th pick, Closer, Zach Masters, 75 overall for the Angels. Now, he throws 96 miles an hour, but here's the problem. He only has 3 pitches, a curveball, a 4-seam, and a 2-seam. Your more standard closing pitcher, but like I said, 75 overall. He's also going to be starting in the MLB as well, too, with the Angels. We talked a lot about this in the moment. The Cardinals, with the 19th overall pick, grabbed Vance Kaufman, 66 overall. Look at how good Vance is. He already has 72 power versus righty, 50 power versus lefty. He's going to play in AAA for the Cardinals to start out. Bats left, throws right, can play everywhere in the outfield. 18 years old, guys. He's also got 79 speed, 77 stealing, and 74 fielding. This guy is going to be a future stud here in the DLB. Just after that, the 20th pick, the Twins nabbed left fielder Colby Ray, who's a 63 overall. Pretty good all around. He's 18 years old, can play anywhere in the outfield, 46 contact versus righty, 47 contact versus lefty, 80 arm strength, 71 speed. This guy's going to be a beast. All right, and then the last big steal of this draft. The Indians, with the 29th pick, grabbed third baseman Bo Mamba, coming in at 64 overall. Now, he's only a B potential. Don't let that bother you. He's already got 70 contact versus lefty, 52 versus righty, already has great vision, discipline, and clutch. Arm strength is 79, arm accuracy is a 68. This 18-year-old is going to be a beast. Apparently, he's already on the Indians roster. I don't know if that's going to hold true, but we'll see. So after taking a look at all these players, it looks like the first draft was very pitcher heavy, which is good because if you've been seeing the batting averages in the DLB so far, you know that the pitchers need a little bit of work. Now, speaking about the rest of the league, let's go through and take a look at the team rankings and division by division predictions. First with rankings. According to ratings, MLB The Show says that these 5 teams are the favorites. The Texas Rangers at number 1, the Boston Red Sox at number 2, the Milwaukee Brewers at number 3, the Colorado Rockies at number 4, and then the San Francisco Giants at number 5. Now for the long shots, the worst 5 teams in the league. Number 26, the Oakland Athletics. 27th, the Cleveland Indians. That is a surprise. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Number 28, the Cubs. 29th, the Orioles. I could see that coming. And 30th, just like last year, the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, it's very surprising that a playoff caliber team like the Indians, who almost made it to the World Series last year, is now projected to be 27th in the league. Now, I'm excited to see how accurate these are, but we'll have to wait till the end of the season to see what happens. Now, as for the divisions, here's where the predictions lie. Here's where the show thinks teams are going to come out on top. In the NL East, the Phillies. In the NL Central, the Brewers. In the NL West, the Rockies. In the AL East, the Red Sox. The AL Central, the Tigers. And the AL West, the Rangers. Now, I think these are really solid predictions, and I expect this to be pretty close to the real thing. However, you can't count out the Pirates, who magically won the World Series last year after going in from a wild card berth. All right, moving on for the segment you've all been waiting for, how to be a player in the DLB. So early on, I said I was going to add another 100 players. This is true, and this is how it's going to work. So as I was going through the new day 1 lineups, I noticed a lot of new names that were randomly generated. Players that were not any of you subscribers, just random names. So here's what I want to do. I don't want some no-name guy like Tom Dumas as a starting catcher when I could have it be one of you guys. So we're going to update every team's 25-man rosters to be all of you. Now, I did the math, and that's about 100 people that we need to fill in all the rosters. So, if you want to be one of those players that rounds off the teams, here's what you got to do. In the comments below, type the name of your player, your throwing and batting hand, 3 positions you'd like to play, and then 3 teams you'd like to play on. Now, I'm asking for multiple teams and positions this time around because I want to be able to find places for everyone that submits. Oh, and one last thing. I'll be accepting the first 100 players only. So if you're watching this video way after that's gone live and I've already gotten 100 submissions, sorry, but there will be way more chances this year for you to get in. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of the DLB Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow the instructions when you submit your player or else it won't count. Thanks again, and until the next one, we'll see ya. Peace.